without the games without the headsets and the mist, and that they wanted to play without neural feedback is expected and also fundamental to how the training system works. Again, players need to prefer to play without obfuscation to help motivate them to learn to self-regulate. And the final question, can our system remain motivating over the long term needed for successful biofeedback training? So our test deployment shows that users enjoyed playing the biofeedback games even when asked at the end of a 12-week period. So our biofeedback system did not break the enjoyment of gameplay designed into the games by the developers. However, after a number of training sessions, players became a little bit bored with the available games that we had for them, and they asked that we add some more. So we added additional games, and the kids were once again happy to play. So had they tired of a traditional biofeedback game with game mechanics that adjust to physiological state, there would have been no way to renew their interest in play short of building a new game or new game levels. So it's because of our system that players were still having fun at the end of 3 months. We have a lot of interesting research directions related to how our system works with more immersive games, whether different styles of games are more or less effective, and how to balance the competing needs of player experience and effective biofeedback training to find that sweet spot for balancing between the two. We used casual games in our study to help players get into the game right away, to support short play sessions, and also to avoid any objectionable content because we're working with kids. But there's questions about how casual games actually compare to more immersive games like Mass Effect, for example, which has a really strong narrative, or how our system might work with games that have a lot of action, like the Uncharted series, for example, which is quite different than Bejeweled if you've ever played either of them. So one outstanding question that we're currently investigating is about the negative versus positive reinforcement that one could use. In our system, the feedback is negative in that it prevents gameplay, as this is how traditional biofeedback games work. And it would be interesting to explore how to give positive feedback, as research in motivation has shown that reward can be more effective than punishment. And we're also interested in moving beyond games. So for those who don't enjoy playing games, our system can be used over any running application. So here's 2 of our textures displayed over Facebook and Wikipedia. So as I wrap up, I'd like to acknowledge the students in my lab at University of Saskatchewan who contributed to this work. And finally, I'll leave you with 2 thoughts. First, that this research presents the first general solution for turning off-the-shelf software into biofeedback systems where the user chooses which physiological trait to train. We focus on games leveraging the millions of dollars and years of development that go into AAA titles and ensuring an engaging play experience that will hold a user's interest. And that through a 12-week deployment, we show our solution can hold the interest of a child with FASD over the long term and balances the competing needs of maintaining the fun of playing while providing effective biofeedback training. Thank you.